today I thought I would go through my basic foundation routine for every day. I don't really wear makeup every day, purely because I'm an incredibly lazy person and the less effort to get me out of the house, the better. At the moment I have no makeup on. I have cleansed and toned, but that's it. So I'm just going to go through piece by piece and show you guys what I do. So the first thing I do is I take my Clean and Clear Essentials Moisturiser. So I just take about probably a pea-sized amount and then just put that all over my face. This one is oil-free, which is really good. I don't have particularly oily skin, but I don't like to kind of add any more because I find that if I do have a couple of days where I'm using products or face products that are a little bit more oily, I do tend to break out a little bit more than I would. So the next product I'm taking is my Australis Primer. I love this. I've gone through about 10 bottles. And I'm nearly out of this one as well. I just find that it's a really, really good, affordable one. I do look like a cockatoo right now. I apologise. I got this whole... If you don't know what a cockatoo is, I'm sorry. I'm Australian. Google it. So yeah, same thing with the moisturiser. I just like to let that one set. Now, this next part I tend to switch up. It depends on the day. If I'm feeling really, really lazy and I don't want to apply normal foundation, then I use my BB cream, which is by Skin 79. I've got the orange one because of my undertones. They're a little bit different to most people's. Yeah, some primer. They're a little bit different to most people's because I am really pale and I have a lot of pink undertones in my skin. So I tend to need that more so than the yellow. If I'm wrong, please tell me, because I'm by no means an expert and this is just what I've kind of worked out for myself. But this is fantastic. This is really moisturising and it works really well, but I have found that if I do wear it, after a long time, it does go a bit bleh. If I am feeling like doing just normal makeup with a little bit more effort than just that and then some eyeliner and mascara, I will usually start with concealer. The main concealer that I use is a CoverGirl one, and Olay. I never realised it was CoverGirl and Olay. Yeah, something new every day. And that's the Simply Aegis, and I wear it in 210, which is the really light one, and it looks like this. As you can see, I love it. And I just take this one and just go straight under my eyes. Because I wear glasses, I'm not going to lie to you, it's very hard for me, even at this distance, because I have my mirror here, to see what I'm doing. So if you see me disappear from frame, I'm really sorry. It's just because I'm so blind. I'm like up here. I only use this concealer for underneath my eyes. If I'm trying to get rid of redness, I use my NYX concealers. So I've got it in the green colour to eliminate the red, so it just looks like that. And I've also got it in the yellow for underneath my eyes, because I do get quite blue patches underneath my eyes. My under eye circles are really bad, so that's something I really try and kind of cover up. So with the red at the moment, I'm just going to go over whichever spots I've got a little bit of redness going on. With this one, what I tend to do, the yellow base one, I tend to just take a line right where that crease is, from where my under eye circle meets my kind of cheek, and then just underneath the corners. Just to, oh, I got my nose. So the next thing I'm going to take is my CoverGirl True Blend in number 1, Ivory, because I'm sorry, I didn't like you look at that, because I am really pale. Put usually a pump or two on the back of my hand like that, and then I just take a little bit with my fingers and just rub it in. So I finished applying it to my face. I am just going to do a pump more just to go over any spots. I tend to like to put a little bit extra on my cheeks just because I do get really red there, and then I like to bring that up and blend that with the concealer under my eye. So that's why I kind of leave it till last, because just to make sure that that's all blended together. And I do put foundation on my eyelid as kind of a primer, just because I find that it works just as well than buying expensive primers, because I do not have a heap of money to throw around, so that's how I avoid that. That being bankruptcy. Together and just bring that down my neck. Yes, as you can see, that is the foundation face. The thing I usually do is take my CoverGirl Clean powder. It just looks like that and comes in one like that. Is I just take my, this brush is so old, I really need to get another one. my Artis Professional Kabuki brush, and I just swirl that for a little bit to get a bit of product, and instead of actually blending it into the skin, I like to just dab it into the pores, because I find that the powder will sit better and longer if it's pushed in rather than blended in, because I find that I blend out later and I don't want to be doing it a million times, because it's really easy for me to get that cakey look because I am so pale. With my neck, I don't worry as much. I tend to just bring it straight down. Usually just use, I really need to purchase a new bronzer, but I got this one for like $3 ages ago. It's really cheap. It's like a designer brand. It's just, that's the brand. So, I don't know. One, and it came with a little fan brush, but I don't like using fan brushes. And I just have this random brush, I don't even know what it is from. And I just swirl that in that one and just tap off a little bit of the excess, because it does tend to waste a little bit. I just kind of go to find my cheekbones. And then what I do once I've done the cheekbones is I bring it up, just up to the top of my face. You don't really see the top of my face, like my forehead, very much because my fringe at the moment, but it's just a habit I kind of got into just to give a bit more colour. And then I'll often apply just a little bit underneath the chin just to bring out my jawline. So then I usually will take a blush, depending on my mood. I just got this one in, I think it was in the same pack of Cherry Culture stuff as the NYX stuff, and it's a LA Colors Mineral Blush in Dewy. I really love this one. I think the colour is just beautiful, because it's this really light kind of peachy pink, but it's got these little sparks in it. It's really pretty. And I just got this little brush, Kabuki brush from Ossale, and it's by Vow Beauty. It's really soft. I just think, oh. And I tend to just run that one through it. You can really use any sort of brush, I find, but I like this one because it is a little bit softer, and I can just be a little gentler with applying the blush, so I don't put on too much. And then I just smile and dab it onto my cheeks and just bring it up a little bit. Same thing, I just tap off the excess, because again, I really don't want to use too much. And I just make sure that that's kind of just below my under eye circles, but just above that bronzer. And then what I do is I take my Kabuki and I just blend it out, so it's not too harsh. The other really big downfall of being as pale as I am is when I blend out, if I do it too harshly, my cheeks like flare up because I get really red and hot. So then I look like a crazy person. That's a downer. I don't tend to do eyeshadow, and I actually have a beauty secret to confess. I do not do my eyebrows. I know I should. I rarely even pluck them. They are really low maintenance, and for the most part people have told me that they're fine. When I can be bothered, I do tend to pluck them, and I have gotten them done I think once, but for the most part I just don't touch them. I am terrified of messing with them too much, so I don't film, I don't do anything, because they're already quite dark, and I'm a wuss, okay? I know I'm bad, I know. So if I'm going to do an eyeshadow look just for uni or something, I tend to keep it really basic. So I got this palette from Sleek Makeup, which is amazing, and it's called the Eye Divine Mineral Based Eyeshadow Palette in All Natural, which I now can't open. So it just looks like that. It's really pretty, really nice, like natural shades, and they're quite pigmented, so they're pretty good. I like to take like this shimmery little champagne gold. I'll get it on the brush for you. So it just looks like that. I hope that's a focus. And I just like to dab that across my eye. Be really natural most of the time. And if I'm going out somewhere, that's when I kind of go all out and play around and experiment, because I love doing that. So the next thing I do is I take a eyeliner. I wear eyeliner religiously. If I have to leave it out the house and I have a choice of like two things, it will be concealer and eyeliner, or concealer, eyeliner and mascara, or eyeliner and mascara. Yeah. I would rather have those and not brush my hair. Sorry. So this one is Rimmel's Exaggerate. It's waterproof and it's the eye definer, and I love it, love it, love it, love it. I love eyeliner, I love liquid eyeliner, I love all of it. I do not have enough. Send me some. And then I just apply it along, hope you guys can see, my waterline like this. Depending on how I feel and how heavy I want the look to be, I'll apply more or less. And I like to bring it to kind of just a little bit past my eyeball, so that I can still keep that shimmer in the edge of my eyes, so they still look quite open and bright, even though I've got the quite darker edge. So just like that, and I'll often just kind of swing my fingers across it to blend that out in the centre. The next thing I do is I take a mascara. I play between mascaras all the time. I really like Maybelline's mascaras, but I usually just use whatever I've got lying around. So at the moment I've been using the Australis Mega Lash. I got this when I bought a bunch of cosmetics off eBay from this adorable old lady. She just had heaps of extras and they're all like clothes, and I spent like $10 and I got like 20 products each pack. I think I spent $30 all up and I probably got about 30 products. It was amazing. But I'm not telling you her eBay name because I want them all for me. And then I just apply that one just gently. Again, I don't really go 2 or 3 coats. I usually just go 1 coat top and bottom, just to keep it light. And just wait for that one to dry. In terms of lips, not a huge lipstick person. Well, that's a lie. Okay, I love lipstick. I love them. I have been collecting them religiously at the moment, but I really have trouble and struggle finding ones that really suit me. But at the moment, I just got this one, and I'm in love with this. It's I think it's Rimmel. No, did I make that up? No, it's Maybelline. And it's in, I'm getting mascara under my eye. And it's in 952 and it's glistening pink, and it is the prettiest pink colour. Is that not the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? Oh my god, it kills me. So I like to pop that one on. But because it is quite a pale one, I often worry that it's too pale and it's going to leave me looking a bit thick. So I like to put over the top. I just got this one as well, which is Rosebud. It's a NYX one. So I'll usually put the NYX one over the top because they are quite smooth. And just blend that one together. And I have to be very careful with my lipstick because I can end up looking really froggy. So I kind of have to just slim the sides a little bit by pulling off a little bit of it. And I also like to just take my finger and actually rub it in so it's more of a stain than a full-on lipstick. Yeah, so that's basically the finished product without hair. So let me let my hair out and we'll see what I look like. So this is the finished product with my hair out. I cannot get this fringe to do what I want it to do most of the time, unfortunately. If I'm wearing contacts, this is how I would look, but most days I would look like this. So yeah, so that is basically my everyday foundation routine. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the Palest Person Alive apply makeup, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye!